and welcome to Club 2 Episode 2 of The Pilgrimage on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We're away to Darlington and home to Hereford, both in the National League North. So let's get straight into it, and I'll show you the team to face Darlington in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Darlington, and it is Hammond in goal, back four of Ono, Roberts, Berry and Lavin, Carroll at the base of midfield, Smith and Bradley ahead of him, Coyle on the left, Cook on the right and Piers up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant is suggesting go out there and impress me. It's the first game of the season, so that seems an entirely appropriate thing to go with. We'll pump the fists and agree with him, and let's get out there and get the match underway. So let's see if we can start off with a win. Darlington in the black, we're in the red shirts, and it is Darlington in possession. Rivers, and that's Hatfield, who's looking for help. He's played it down the line and the highlight comes to an end. So not a brilliant start from us. Let's demand more and see if we can manage to take the lead. It's a tough first assignment away to Darlington, but I'm optimistic we should at least be able to get something out of the game. A draw, not a bad result in this one at all, as Tommy Taylor with the save for Darlington finds Whelan to Ferguson, into Rivers, Asamoah. That's cut out by Cook, who doesn't find Smith. Ferguson nips in to win it back for Darlington. Whelan to Liddle, into Asamoah, finds Gardner, played out to the left for Taylor, and the shot comes in and is brilliantly saved by Hammond in goal for Oxford. So Darlington corner, Rivers with the outswinger headed away, Costello to Rivers. Rivers is being put under pressure, and Bradley's in to win it, but the highlight comes to an end, so we don't find out what happened to that. And we await the next highlight. Let's demand more and see if we can manage to take the lead. So coming up to the half-hour mark, it's still goalless. As I say, not a disastrous result by any stretch of the imagination. A draw would be absolutely fine. We are the better team, but both sides have been decidedly lacking up front in this one. And it's Darlington on the attack again. Rivers to Asamoah. Rivers, and he's hit the post. And Taylor picks up the loose ball, finds Hayhurst, and the highlight comes to an end. So it does look like it's going to be goalless at the break, and it is. So we'll go in, we will give the lads some words of encouragement. Shooting's not been good enough, but other than that, everything's good. Right, Michael Lavin needs to come off. We'll bring on Calvin Davis at right back, and I think Tavares can replace Piers up front. In fact, no, let's put Kieran Cook up front and see what else we can potentially do. Yeah, let's get all the substitutions undone. So Michael Lavin does need to come off for Calvin Davis, that's fine. Josh Bradella could come on for Tom Pears, and then we can put Kieran Cook up front. That's better. So we will submit those changes, get out for the second half, and see if we can manage to get a goal to take the lead. Davis. And the highlight comes to an end with absolutely nothing happening. I'm not even sure why that was a highlight, if I'm honest. Demanding more then. And Darlington will feel that they are edging the contest now, and very nearly had the goal to back that statement up as well. But coming up to the hour mark, and it remains 0-0. So now we're on the attack. Bradley with a right-footed in-swinging corner, and the header is over the top from Berry, and the highlight comes to an end. So an hour in, still 0-0, and we've got one more substitution available. I'm thinking probably Bradley, and bring on Fernando Tavares. So we'll do that with just under 15 minutes to go. Coyle finds Bradley, plays it to Coyle again. On the left, Coyle into the area. Coyle with the shot. Taylor with the save, so we'll get a corner out of it. And Tavares is on for Dan Bradley. Ono with the left-footed in-swinging corner, headed away. Roberts to Ono again. And that's out of play for a throw into Oxford City, which Davis will take. Finds Tavares. Davis crosses it in, and that's too close to Tommy Taylor in the Darlington goal. And Taylor rolls it out to Costello. Finds Hatfield. Liddell back to Costello. All the way back to Taylor in goal. Finds Costello again. Long ball forward. Cut out by Oxford City. Tavares comes down the right hand side. Infield to Davis. Clipped in for Coyle. And Lewis Coyle makes it Darlington 0. Oxford City 1. And we've got the lead with a little over 10 minutes to go. So what had looked like a frustrating 0-0, suddenly we've got the lead and we've got something to hold on to. Carroll now plays it into Coyle, who shoots, and he's offside, so it wouldn't have counted. Darlington bring it forward again. Hatfield into Asamoah. Taylor forced wide and then backwards to Hayhurst, who clips it in, headed away but only as far as Asamoah. Hatfield plays it out to Taylor, his shot, and that's offside. Ellis Taylor offside, so free kick to Oxford, but the highlight comes to an end and we don't see it. Into the final minute of the 90, Liddell plays it in, but Roberts wins it back for Oxford. Smith gives it straight back to Liddell though, and Smith now to Carroll. Tavares plays it to Bradella. The loose ball falls to Kieran Cook, who shoots over the top. Into stoppage time, Whelan's free kick played forward, and that's all the way through to Hammond in the Oxford City goal. Hammond holds the ball up. Not sure what he's trying to do here, but he's taking an awful long time to do it. Finds Berry, forward to Davis, infield to Tavares, who gives the ball away. Hatfield brings it forward for Darlington. Gardner plays it out to the right for Rivers, who crosses, and the header is from an Oxford player, so it's gone behind for a corner. We've got just over a minute of added time left. Rivers crosses it in, headed away. Asamoah to Whelan. So it's played in to the box, cleared by Roberts with the aid of the goalkeeper, and the highlight comes to an end. Free kick to Oxford. Smith to Davis, back to Berry, into Tavares, finds Bradella, who gets away from his man, finds Carroll. Tavares gives the ball away, and it's full time. Darlington 0, Oxford City 1. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and this time it's a home game against Hereford. And the team for this one: Hammond in goal, back four is Roberts, Berry, Ostler and Davis. Carroll at the base of midfield, Smith and Bradley ahead of him, Coyle on the left, Bradella on the right, Piers up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is suggesting we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. Okay, fair enough. So let's point the finger then and agree with him. And let's get out there and see if we can do it. So we are at home, and we are in the blue and white this time, with our opponents Hereford in their change strip of red. And Coyle's committed a foul there, but nothing more than a free kick, and the highlight comes to an end. So we don't find out what happened to that one. Let's demand more. We're expected to win it, so let's make sure we do. Stanley though with a free corner for Hereford, deep one, headed away. Bradley will keep this in, he does. Plays it back to Roberts, who plays it forward to Coyle. Piers is in on goal, and Tom Piers finds the back of the net to make it Oxford City 1, Hereford 0. And we've played 7 minutes. So great start. And we are ahead and currently second in the National League North standings. So Davis into Bradella. Bradella's robbed of the ball but has won it straight back. Davis crosses and it's off the post, and Tom Piers is there to bury the rebound, and it's Oxford City 2, Hereford 0. And that's a great start. And as it stands, we are second in the table, behind only Alfreton on goal difference, and thoroughly deserving of our lead as well. So coming up to the half-hour mark, Davis with the ball for Oxford. Bradley to Smith into Coyle, takes his man on, gets round him, and it's put behind by Watson for a corner, so we can keep the pressure on. Bradley with the right-footed in-swinging corner, which is held by Sterry in goal, and the highlight comes to an end. Now we've got another highlight. It's Hammond to Berry, so we can build right from the back. Roberts to Berry. Berry all the way back to Hammond in goal. Goes the other way, this time to Ostler. Into Bradley. Ostler again. Forward to Bradley. Infield to Smith. Back to Ostler. So we're keeping the ball at the moment, but not doing anything with it yet. But that's a nice ball, and Bradella's gone for the one over the top, which has gone all the way through to Shea Sterry in the Hereford goal. And Sterry is going to launch this one. Just clears halfway, but we've won it back. Coyle is in on goal, and Coyle makes no mistake, Piers with the assist, and it is Oxford City 3, Hereford 0. And we are joint top of the table with Alfreton, both on a +4 goal difference. And now Ryan Hammond has picked up an injury. We haven't got a goalkeeper on the bench, so that's not part of the plan. We're going to need an outfield player to go in goal. I guess we find the tallest substitute and put him in nets. So Kieran Cook is 6 foot. Anthony Ono is 5'10". Max Brogan is 6'1", so far it's Max Brogan. Fernando Tavares, 5'9", so Max Brogan remains the tallest, and Michael Lavin is 5'9" as well. So it is going to be Brogan that's going to go in goal. Max Brogan will replace Hammond in goal, and that's not ideal given that we have over 45 minutes to go. But it's Smith with a free kick, and that's over the top, and it'll be a Hereford goal kick. Coming up to the half-time whistle, and we've got a corner. Brogan is taking it. Not sure how good an idea that is, and Arafu finds Skinner. Luckily, we've managed to get our goalkeeper back in goal. Berry collects the ball though, goes back to the keeper, which of course is number 10 Brogan at the moment. Brogan's ball forward, doesn't find Bradella. Ajayi comes forward with it. Stanley with the shot. Brogan's made his first save, and it looks like we're going to keep our 3-0 lead at half time. Stanley with the corner for Hereford though, and the header is in the back of the net from Max Donovan to make it Oxford City 3, Hereford 1. So I spoke too soon, and that is half time, 3-1. We deserve the lead. Now we've just got to protect our goalkeeper for the remainder of the match, so we're going to go attacking to try and do that. And I'm going to bring Lewis Coyle off and bring on Tavares, just to bring on some fresh legs. And Smith finds Carroll to Roberts. Smith is dispossessed. Arafu, but the highlight comes to an end. And we just need to hold on here. We don't need to score anymore. We just need to not concede, and we'll take the 3 points and be happy about it. Tavares to Carroll, into Smith, finds Bradley, plays it into Bradella, who's through on goal. Bradella finds the back of the net, and we have extended the lead. It is 4-1, which will help our outfield player in goal no end. Gives him an extra piece of insurance. And we're approaching the hour mark, leading 4-1. Roberts to Piers. And Smith plays it all the way back into our own half. Berry should collect. He does, and plays it to Brogan, who gives it back to Berry. Carroll to Roberts. Roberts' ball forward will find Tavares, who gets it down, plays it to Bradella, and it's a looping effort, and we'll get a corner as Sterry's pushed it over the top. So Roberts with the left-footed in-swinging corner, headed away, and the highlight comes to an end. So the final change is going to be Carroll, the defensive midfielder, but I'm going to try and leave it another 10 minutes yet if we can. Tavares is in behind, and Tamman manages to concede the corner. Brogan is up to take it again. Not sure that this is a good idea, having our keeper taking corners, but so far we've got away with it. And it's Davis with the throw into Bradley, into Smith, finds Roberts, onto Tavares, into the area. Tavares clattered, and Watson has given away a penalty. So we've got the chance to go 5-1 up, and it's saved by the keeper. Davis to Carroll, plays it out to Davis on the right hand side, who gets the cross in, headed away, and it's put behind for a corner. So we're keeping the pressure on. Roberts with the corner, and Sterry makes the comfortable catch. I am now going to take Carroll off, and we'll bring on Michael Lavin. I know he's a right back, but we don't have a defensive midfielder on the bench. So once he's on, I'll have a look and see if we can do any rejigging to put people in more suitable positions. Tavares jinks in field, finds Bradley, who shoots, and Dan Bradley makes it 5-1. And less than 20 minutes to go, and we are absolutely in total control of the match. So now we need to try to rejig things at the back. Michael Lavin is a defensive, is a right back. Calvin Davis could go to left back. Michael Lavin could go to right back. Mitchell Roberts could then go into centre back instead of Bailey Berry, who can then play defensive midfield. So that is slightly better. I mean, we're 5-1 up. It's not going to make a great deal of difference at this stage. 15 minutes to go. Bradley plays it back to Brogan in goal, who gives it to Ostler. Ostler infield to Smith, who finds Bradley, to Bradella. Lavin to Ostler. Lavin again, back to Berry. Ostler gives the ball away, and it's played down the left hand side for a J.E. for Hereford. His cross and the header from Leon Blundell beats the goalkeeper, and it is Oxford City 5, Hereford 2. We've got about 11 minutes to go. Should be comfortable enough. Brogan with the corner, played in, and it's headed up rather than away, and then eventually it is cleared. Bradley should take charge of this, but he's got no help. Eventually finds Ostler. Roberts to Davis, into Smith, plays it forward to Tavares, who takes on his man on the left wing, cuts infield, cuts it back, and Piers' shot is blocked for a corner. And it is Brogan with the corner, headed away. Highlight comes to an end. Into the final 5 minutes of the 90. Skinner to Arafu. Play forward. Davis tidies up at the back for Oxford. Finds Berry into Bradley. Ostler gives the ball away to Blundell. Arafu to Teixeira. Ajayi finds Teixeira, plays it out to Stanley. Babos is dispossessed, and Roberts puts it behind for a corner. So still 5-2, 3 minutes of the 90 left, and it's played all the way back to the edge of the area. Davis clears. Brodella is all on his own and finds Tavares. Back to Berry, finds Bradley. Lavin forward for Brodella, but the highlight comes to an end. And we're into stoppage time. Still 5-2 ahead. And that looks like being the final score. But we've got one more attack to withstand. Blundell's free kick. Ajayi's header. And our outfield player in goal has made the save. And that's your full-time whistle. Oxford City 5, Hereford 2. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and as you can see, we are one of 5 teams with a perfect 2 wins from 2. We sit third in the table, so let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I think what I'm going to do is bring you back at the end of the month and show you the home game against Alfreton and the away game against South Shields. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.